Have you ever thought to yourself, I love Devil May Cry, but it's that dark Jujutsu Kaisen kind of anime. I wish it was more slapsticky like One Piece. Well, throw away all those preconceived notions, because comparing Hi-Fi Rush to anything else except in combat concept is a disservice to how wildly astounding this game is. The most important aspect of this, which I'm going to save, mostly for my conclusion, is that the game's top priority above all things is simply to be fun. I love combo-heavy character action games. I love anime. I love music. And now I might have to rearrange my top 10 favorite games of all time because this game hits all the right notes.
Oh, hold on, did you just feel that? That beat? I think we got something here.
Wait, it's called Hi-Fi Rush? Are we serious with that title? What is its title in the native Japanese?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Well, that actually makes significantly more sense. Japan does love its English names. Examples being One Piece, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. Well, regardless, that's the title. One Piece. To say that the game is good would be like saying Full Metal Alchemist is just pretty average. This game is like if One Piece had a baby with Devil May Cry.
Nice.
And that baby grew up to be a punk rock guitarist. This game is like if the Foo Fighters grew up in Japan, moved to America, learned how to program, made a game in America, then localized it to be more Japanese. This game is like playing a sax on a subway, then getting surprised by a sunrise skyline. I am the exact demographic to be playing this game. Look at this Venn diagram of my interests. It seems too perfectly aligned. For example, what if you love anime and music but you're trash at learning combos? What if you love anime and combos but are trash at keeping rhythm? What if you're a master of rhythm and combos but you hate anime? Any of these things will preclude you from enjoying this game. I happen to love all of these things. I just never anticipated they would collide. And collide they have. Side note! Oh, sorry. Side note. You can turn the game down. You can turn the game down to easy and turn off the requirement to press combos to the beat, which potentially opens up that Venn diagram quite a bit. On side note, the basic idea of this game is that your character Chai wants a new arm. Whoa, wait, is that what I think it is? I'm not just editing this song over the top of this video, is it? That's actually in the game? What? But the Black Keys are actually in this game? Oh my gosh, they did. They did do that. Oh, this is the best game. Oh yeah, you can't be a better game than this. That's the Black Keys. Anyways, back to the story. He signs up for the Get a New Arm program, and oops. His music player got built into his chest, and now the world moves to the beat of the song he's listening to. One critically important thing about our main character Chai is that he's pretty uncool. He's a total goof. If he was cool, the slapstick wouldn't land in the same way.
I'm gonna reason with it.
Well, we had a good run.
Look, man, I think we have more in common than we do apart. How about... Mr. Chai, was it? That's Mr. Chai to you.
That's what I just called you.
Okay then.
Here, take this for example. Put him in some cool clothes.
Anyone see the guy that did this? That's the defect! What? No, I was just...
It's just not the same.
Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
But he's just on the edge of cool enough that the cool combos in action land as well as the slapstick. Also known as, he's fun. They went the extra mile on all fronts to express the fun, especially in the animation. One of the inherent benefits to 3D animation is the persistent model you have of your characters. You get to move and manipulate, but the model remains the same. That makes movement incredibly easier than traditional animation. That's why 90% of anime these days uses 3D models for scenes with cars, or sometimes even background characters or crowds. Look at how many times they use the same model of this yellow guy here. Sometimes you'll see 3D animation used for the wides than 2D for close. Or 2D for the crazy stylized stuff, and then 3D for the fast, rapid motion. A benefit to 2D animation is the ability to do things like draw your character off model for a gag. It's easier to deform a 2D model because literally every frame that is animated, you have to recreate the model. This game went the extra mile with some of that feature film animation techniques to get the characters and action to really nail that cartoon feel. They bend and break the model, which is usually called squash and stretch, to get that feeling of movement and motion you associate with cartoons. They smoothly cut between, I don't know how to speak extemporaneously, oh, where's my script? They meld 3D and 2D by interlacing these hand-drawn action frames. They just literally switch into 2D animation sometimes. They're going for fun and doing everything to make it fun. That's the first thing you notice when you start up this game. It's not dark, it's not gritty, it's not serious.
Time to get serious!
Okay, man, I get it. So, it is serious. It's very... I'm sorry. Everything in the experience is driving towards fun, and oh, how fun it truly is.
Tuck and roll, Chai.
What?
The game knows it has something good, and it embraces it with everything it's got. Fun, 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 fun. And I'm not saying fun is a pejorative, or meaning a lack of emotional expression. This game is seriously cool. Seriously has heart.
We're in this together.
And has serious moments of character clarity.
We got this far because of you. We're all here because of you.
Yeah, but...
And I'm here fighting because of what you found and what you're trying to stop.
You play the game by pressing your attacks to the beat. You could turn off needing to time to the beat, but that would kind of be like removing the game's soul. The enemy's movements, your character movements, even the world itself breathes to the music of the game. This game loves music and it shows in every experience. Every little thing, from the way moving from one menu to the next changes the form of the song. To the guitar riffs that play as you hit on beat. Staying on beat might seem like it would be a challenge, and when you're surrounded by enemies, it sure is. But the game takes the time to teach you the skills. It's like learning an instrument with a good teacher. It helps you master the fundamentals, so that you can be ready for even greater expression in the future.
This is where things get really fun, but a bit challenging.
Faster song means everything goes faster. And even the tutorial is just oozing with charm and style. Look at this menu for changing your character's outfit. After holding the pose for too long, Chai needs to take a break before he poses again. One of your specials is that you stun the enemies with your cute cat robot. This game is so special. It's so good. The funny thing about all this stuff is, it brings colossal value for my preferences. But my brother is the exact opposite. He wants swords that look functional, moves that look possible. And I agree with him a lot of the time, but stun the enemies with robot cat cute photos? My brother I know is gonna hate this, but I love the heck out of it. But you know what I think me and both of my brothers will all three of us love? This.
Where's left shark? I can't find left shark.
Left shark?
There he is. Get him on stage now.
Let's do this.
You're mine, Mimosa.
There's a left shark reference in this game. This might be the best game ever made. Well, let's talk about the difficulty. This game was astoundingly good on hardest difficulty. I love when I can wholeheartedly recommend a game on highest difficulty, and this game absolutely is banging on hardest. Offense is timed to the beat, so is defense. Enemies will advertise their attacks, which is truly an anime staple. At first that seems like it's pretty easy, but the game consistently is stacking systems on systems, introducing new enemy types as you learn the mechanics. So eventually you're surrounded by enemies, all while trying to attack on beat, dodge on beat, parry on beat. Then the game hits you with the ultimate rhythm challenge of these mini-boss quick kills. It feels great to learn and even better to perform. One of my huge issues with Dark Souls, I'm talking about Dark Souls again? I'm obsessed with Dark Souls. I'm crazy about it. One of my huge issues with the Dark Souls formula is the time it takes before I get to try again at the boss. Because they have their bonfire system, anytime you die at a boss, you have to corpse run your way back to fight them again. Hi-Fi Rush just gets you right back into the action when you fail, so you can learn from failure. Look at how fast this is. This is unedited. Oh, it's game over. Okay. Oh, there's a cat. Oh my goodness, we're back. We're playing the boss again. We're learning, we're growing, we're becoming. You can do training mode for certain attacks if they're giving you grief. The game gives you the tools and wants you to have fun. It doesn't punish you for failure, it just gives you another chance to get better and the resources you need to do so. It's got a near perfect learning curve to a game. It's always pushing towards greater and greater mastery and gives you the time and challenge you need to achieve it. In life and in video games, to become more than you are, you need to be challenged. If you're never challenged, you'll never grow. This is one of the reasons I love both sports and video games, because they offer controlled opportunities to challenge yourself. A lot of times life puts the difficulty on high without you getting a choice in the matter. But if we can support those around us in need, they can have the support and training they need to push towards greater and greater mastery. Sometimes supporting someone can mean challenging them when they're making choices that will lead them away from happiness. For example, in Hi-Fi Rush, if you never learn how to parry but only know how to dodge, you'll severely struggle when you run into the mini-bosses that require parries to defeat. I think this is one of the huge issues with society these days. Social media and mass media don't teach people how to think critically, they just teach people how to speak critically of each other. No one engages, and so no one has their thoughts challenged, and so we all live
High horse alert. High horse alert.
Okay, sorry. I digress.
High horse alert.
I have digressed. Regardless, I think challenges are critical to growth, and a large part of why I enjoy video games is the sporting kind of opportunity to be challenged. Now, if I could just learn how to feel that way about money and risk, I could become a serial entrepreneur and be rich as crap instead of poor as heck. There are an absolutely mind-numbing amount of combos and abilities in this game. You have 3 side assist characters, and all 3 of them have beat-hit finishers that you can spend meter on to end a combo. And all of these have different aerial versions. They all look amazing in action and fit the characters' personalities to a T. You got team-up supers, solo supers, combo enders, parries, dashes. Along with parries, you've got follow-up counterattacks. You can do counterattacks that are assist character specific. Mind you, all of these things have to be done on the beat, or they don't even come out when you press them. Then if you're doing the heavy attack combos, you throw in some half notes with your quarter notes, except they're not half notes. They're quarter notes with a quarter rest afterwards. Now you've truly got to have rhythm, especially considering the QuickTime events now have 8th note presses. That's a little joke. This is really as basic as you can get. But when you're surrounded by enemies and trying to time your combos, it can start to feel a little intense. Then when you start to take into account how many combos and abilities there are, that's when it really can start feeling overwhelming. But once you get into that flow and really feel the rhythm,
I'm really feeling it!
thank you, Shulk. The sensation of staying on beat and timing these difficult combos is extremely satisfying. All the animations on all of these moves are crafted with loving care and rocking with personality. This game is absolutely cool. Whenever you finish a combat arena, the game lovingly zooms in for some slow-mo. And these moments are just the stuff of legends. The music adapts and changes to the action. This next clip is the perfect example. Just listen to the timing of the trumpet on this slow-mo. This game is so special. This game is so good. The game doesn't run away from the inherent difficulty of its premise. It embraces it, and once you get into gear and have all the systems learned, it is simply one of the highest caliber character action games ever created. The quality of animation, the caliber of enemy design, the setting, the story. The combat is filled with nuance. I never felt like the game was being unfair, even when I was in the throes of getting my buttocks handed to me by the difficulty, because I was always learning and getting better, dealing with the energy shields more effectively, with physical armor, with fire. More systems could feel like it's more stress, but because of the perfect learning curve, it just meant more opportunity for character expression. Landing a great combo and ending an arena with some slow-mo from an assist character combo finisher? Oh, incredible. The personality and charm of the game shine through in every facet of its existence. It's overflowing with charm, even the enemies.
No one messes with Mandalay cuisine.
What is this guy? A samurai chef? Now he's reciting poetry to me before performing his ultimate combo. Most importantly about this game is that it's fun. In a world of Elden Ring with its darkness and dread, and The Last of Us 2 with its extremely heavy themes and extreme graphic human violence, and even God of War with its weighty and deep narrative, Hi-Fi Rush throws all those ideals out the window and strives to be fun. Fun like a Saturday morning cartoon. Fun like a Sunday paper comic strip. It's almost effortlessly cool and funny at the same time. The game is as cool when you're playing it as when you're not.
Get him!
Sorry!
And I just want to quickly call attention to the voice actor for Chai, Robbie Daymond. I was not familiar with his work until this character, but holy crap, he was so great as Chai. He breathes life into this character. He makes the character work, and I can't imagine a single other person playing them because of it. This was some of the most fun I've had with a character in ages, and a massive reason for that is Robbie Daymond.
Well, I'm so far outside the box, there's like no box. Just some sort of spherical thing.
Like a sphere?
No, it's even more abstract than that.
This game knows what it wants to be. It doesn't shy away from systems and combos and difficulty, but it doesn't hold pain as the priority. It teaches you and lets you learn because mastery is part of the fun. It exults in its exploits. It revels in its ridiculousness.
Let's give it a go, go, go! But enough talk. Have at you!
But underneath all that charm and style is an absolutely solid and brilliant combat system and depth of gameplay nuance. Something that is hard to quantify in a game is the feel. What the heck is that? That's not what I'm talking about. Oh man, what is wrong with that guy's face? This one's much better. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. It's hard to quantify because it's the motion of emotion resulting from the culmination of all the systems and animations and vision. It's something more than its pieces. The music, the action, the animation, the challenge. It all adds up to something beyond the sum of its parts. You cannot underestimate the effect of the music choices in the game.
This sounds ridiculous, but when the music kicks in, it feels like...
This is one of the most fun games I've played in years. That doesn't sound ridiculous at all. That's just a fact. Music is the soul of this game, and so they got the music that they thought would make that soul complete. One of my new favorite games is a character action game that's got the Black Keys, Fiona Apple, 9 Inch Nails, the Joy Formidable, and the Flaming Lips, and it was made by a studio that's known for making horror games. This is an alternate timeline. Crazy to think about. Disclaimer, the Fiona Apple song is a cover, so is the Flaming Lip song, but they're both excellent and retain the soul of the song. The bulk of the musical work appears to be split between these three individuals: Shuichi Kobori, Masatoshi Yanagi, and Ryo Uratani, and they have produced some absolute bangers. But there's just something special about a boss fight set to Free Radicals.
So let's get ready to crumble. Woo! Come on!
Peppermint!
Don't hold back!
It's hard to quantify game feel, but I can tell you this. This game feels great.